Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika, in with an update to the uh, shooting death of Botham Shimjeen at the hands of Dallas police officer Amber Guyger. I read this article today out of CNN. I will put it down, a link for it down in the description box. But the article goes as such. Amber Guyger, the police officer charged with manslaughter in the shooting death of Botham Shimjeen inside his Dallas apartment, has been fired from the department, according to a statement. Dallas Police Chief Yusha Renee Hall said. Guyger was fired during a hearing Monday, Hall said. Jean's mother, Allison, learned of Guyger termination during a Sunday evening conference call with Hall and family attorney S. Lee Merritt on Monday. She offered an explanation of why it took so long, explaining that she had to consider Ms. Guyger's Fifth Amendment protection specifically so that her termination action wouldn't compromise the criminal matter and lead to really the criminal allegation being thrown out altogether. That's what she told CNN. The Fifth Amendment prohibits self-incrimination and double jeopardy and guarantees due process for those accused of crimes. The 30-year-old Guyger said she shot and killed Jean, 26, after she thought she was entering her own apartment, not realizing she was on the wrong floor of her building, police have said. The shooting took place on September the 6th. An internal investigation concluded that Guyger engaged in adverse conduct when she was arrested for manslaughter on September the 9th, according to a statement released by Dallas Police Department's verified Twitter account. Dallas Police Sergeant Warren Mitchell later specified that the adverse conduct was the arrest itself. Under civil service rules, Guyger has the right to appeal her disciplinary action, the statement reads. In the criminal case, Dallas County District Judge Faith Johnson said a grand jury could charge Guyger with a stiffer crime than manslaughter. While Allison Jean was relieved by the news of Guyger's termination, calling it a satisfactory solution, the family would still like to see Guyger indicted on a murder charge. That came from their lawyer S. Lee Merritt. The attorney is preparing a civil rights claim in Jean's death. He said Guyger's termination makes the case stronger because it shows the city and the police department think Guyger obviously engaged in behavior that doesn't comport with a police officer. Botham Jean was scheduled to be laid to rest in his native St. Lucia on Monday at a September 13th ceremony in Richardson, Texas. Hundreds gathered to remember the extroverted accountant who shared his love with everybody. Child. So finally, the police department is taking this thing seriously enough to bring charges against this woman. Well, to have fired this woman. And I do believe that those charges of manslaughter she has now should be upgraded, because in everything that they have tried to do, and y'all know, if you have been following this story, they tried to discredit this man, talking about 10 grams of weed and all this other shit that was found on the inside of his apartment. You can say what you want, but that does not take away from the fact that this woman blatantly killed this man, and we need to know why she did it. Now, there are several theories out there as to what could have possibly happened. I don't give a damn. All I know is a man does not deserve to die in his own home by a police officer that he obviously has some form of affiliation with. That much we have established. Why is he dead today? At first, I thought the police department was going to be backpedaling and pussy popping on this issue, but it's clear that they're beginning to see now that this woman actually committed a serious crime, and this crime has to be. We're not going to go to sleep on this. I find it disheartening that all week, ever since that shit last week started with the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj thing, it has totally overshadowed what is really important, and things that are really important going on in the world today is this shit right here, amongst other things. That little entertainment spat they having, dragging in the YouTubers and all that shit, that is not important to me. That's why I said what I had to say about that shit and I left it alone, because I have nothing else to say about that. I want to talk about topics and issues that affect us today. This is a very serious situation. I'm glad that the police department over in Dallas is starting to take this a little bit more seriously and are working diligently to bring justice for this family, because their son should not be dead. Clearly something happened here. Now, we don't know the specifics, but what we do know is she murdered this man in his home. Now, the question is why? And I certainly hope that the grand jury does decide to upgrade her charge to murder, because that's what she did. And I do not feel any ways disheartened at the fact that she lost her job. She deserved to lose her job. You did not act like a police officer on that night. You took this man's life. But I'll link the article down below in my description box so that you guys can go read it for yourself. It was some more to the article. I didn't read everything, but I read just the gist of it to let you guys know what's going on, because I said that I would be following the story, and I am. And so that's it. That's all. I will see you guys tomorrow. We will be talking love and hip-hop Hollywood. See you on the next one. Peace.